morning, one and all. It is 5:58 a.m. Purple Sky KT here. Welcome to Heart of K. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. I know it was the Mother's Day weekend, so a lot of mothers were celebrated this weekend. I, for one, gave my mom exactly what she wanted. She wanted money and Chinese food. So, Saturday, I was hella exhausted. I took a nice, after seeing a friend, we'll call her Cherry Blossom. After seeing Cherry Blossom, I had the strength to walk many blocks. And they're not new blocks. I've walked the blocks before, but it's been a while. So I was torn up Saturday. And Sunday, I just went to bed early. So that was my weekend. This morning, I thought it was a good idea to talk about watching cartoons. Now, we could go back and forth on, cartoons are made for children and what have you. As for me, who has no children, I love animation. Chardonnay is the one that asked me, this is a while back. She asked me, no, she didn't ask me, she said that she doesn't get why I like cartoons because maybe it is my imagination. Maybe it does something for me. She wasn't ridiculing me for liking cartoons at 40. There was just something that she found admirable about it. And I know as we get older, we get into different things, We're no longer into animation. We want the real stuff. Well, in my mind, animation is the real stuff. I learned that the word constitution is also meant to take a walk by watching The Simpsons. Now I'm talking about animation. But if you want to talk about cartoons, talk about regular show and Adventure Time. Like, I love Adventure Time. I rage quit when Pendleton, when he left. He's the writer and creator of Adventure Time. I watched Steven Universe. Like, you wouldn't believe I somehow convinced Diamond in the Rough to check it out, and he became a fan too, but decided not to watch the last episodes of the series because he doesn't like when things come to an end. He just doesn't like it. I'll leave it at that. But he doesn't want me to talk to him about it either. So there was that. Craig of the Creek is growing on me. Because when I first saw it, I said, all right, I didn't live in a creek or near a creek, but I played games outside. I was an outside kid. My mom and my younger sisters, my mom and my younger sisters and I play outside a lot. So, that was what that was. So yeah, I'm 40 and I still watch cartoons. And I still believe that there are lessons as an adult that we can learn while watching cartoons. Like, for instance, we have Teen Titans Go. I am not a fan of Teen Titans Go. I like Teen Titans from the 90s. That's the group. However, I have been able to watch a few episodes and the songs are popping. Let's be real. The songs are ridiculous. It doesn't make me watch it because it's really stupid. No offense to anyone that likes it. I mean, I think it's great that now kids are going to grow up learning about real estate. Because they had an episode talking about real estate. Or Cyborg talking about television shows from my age. Was it Smart Wonder? The nostalgia you know, had my attention. But Cartoon Network is playing it like it's never going to end, repeats galore. So I've had enough. I don't care for that show anymore. I even try to watch the movie and just kind of get into it. But yeah, I like cartoons. Why do I like cartoons? Because they're funny. They're funny, they're silly. I've watched so many cartoons, and I'm not talking about anime. Anime is a whole different thing because in anime, they have characters that are killed off and never come back. It's not like, I don't know if you guys know about Bonkers. You know, that was a favorite show of mine. You know, Fall Apart, one of the characters. Well, his body collapses, his body falls apart. And he has to attach them back together. And he just made me laugh. So I'm not against bringing characters to life. However, I like when a character is dead to stay dead. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I had a battle with Under the Red Hood. I read the comic book because A Death in a Family is where Jason Todd dies. Under the Red Hood is where we find out that he was brought back by the Lazarus Pit. I was turned off because, you know, that was the first animated death that I experienced. I mean, yeah, we have Bambi and The Lion King, but it's so different when, you know, you see comic book characters coming back to all the time. Identity Crisis. Oh my gosh, check that out too. I think it's by Brad Meltzer. Could be wrong with the name. I have it in my bookcase somewhere. I have so many books in my bookcase. I've read a lot of them, so that's good. But I digress. So cartoons. I just like animation. I like a good story. I like adventure. I like gruesome cartoons as well. I read the comic book of Invincible. It was on Diamond and Rough that encouraged me to read the comic book. I didn't finish it. It's a fat ass comic, like fat ass. It's fat. But now that I'm watching the cartoon and it is gruesome, thinking about getting back into the comic book. I even remember where I left off. But yeah, I love cartoons. I love cartoons because there are still hidden messages in cartoons that blow my mind. I mean, if you have not watched My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, I don't know what to tell you. That was a good series. That was a very good. I met a brony while he subbed at my job a few years ago, and he was a proud brony, and I just laughed because I love the bronies. I respect the bronies, like I do. And he wasn't a dad either. So cartoons are pretty good, and I like them. They're not just for kids to me, they're also for adults. I mean, can an adult watch Spawn? And can a child watch Spawn? Yeah, but at a certain age. And Gargoyles? I was a teenager when that came out. Fire. So yeah, I like cartoons, I like animation, and they just make me happy. And that's what I mean, like being happy is the little things. And cartoons are one of them. If you don't like cartoons the way that I do, that's okay. I love you nonetheless. Please stay safe.